Ethan. I'm with the Humanities Trek. Today is September 14th, 2025, and we're at Adams Morgan Day. Can you please tell me your name?
Andrew Day.
And we can also, is that the name that you would like to go by? And do I have permission to record this interview?
Yes.
Fantastic. So what brings you to Adams Morgan Day today?
I work in the area. It's really nice to be able to see all of the energy here and really add to it by making people happy.
That's great. And how long have you been working in the area?
Well, I've been working in Adams Morgan for the last 2 months, but I've lived in Adams Morgan. So I lived in Adams Morgan in 2022 and 2023, and I have never stopped patronizing the businesses here. I have a lot of friends who work on this street, on 18th Street. I have a lot of great memories here, so it's an awesome place to be.
Fantastic. And what brought you to the Adams Morgan area around that time?
Around that time, I found a place with great rent. That was definitely the reason. It was that, and the place that I moved to also had a lot of really interesting housemates. I met a lot of interesting people at that time, so those are things that really pulled me here.
And then was it work in the area as well, or did you work elsewhere? I know you said that it was 2 months of work in the Adams Morgan area.
At the time that I lived in Adams Morgan, I worked in Virginia, also within DC, near Shaw and LaDroit Park.
Yeah. And over your time of living and I guess working as well in the Adams Morgan neighborhood, what are some important memories to you about the neighborhood?
A lot of it revolves around walking and talking with my friends, getting to know them in the beautiful setting of the area. There's a lot of really nice green space. There's a lot of areas to sit down and just be with folks. In fact, not far from where we are right now, I was walking down the road one day and met someone who is also very into public transportation in cities across the world, including this one. So I just had so many beautiful experiences meeting folks in unexpected ways, but just because of the way that this area is designed to allow folks to meet in public spaces has really facilitated that. And I would really say those are always central to the memories that I have of just walking with folks in nature. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. And have you seen, the neighborhood sort of change at all in the time that you've lived and worked here?
I have seen businesses crop up. I've seen some businesses leave. There have been changes, including my housemates have left. Some of my friends have moved away, and I've made new friends. What I will say is I haven't found another place that had as good rent as I had initially gotten. But I can't really say that the energy that I have been able to view every day here, even on quiet days, this has always been a place I can come back to and recharge.
Sure. And I know you were talking with Dan outside of the interview. Is there anything that you were talking with him about that you wanted to bring up?
There was a conversation I had with one of my friends. This was in Wow, this was the summer of 2022, not long after the CHIPS and Science Act had been enacted. He and I walked through, not too far from here, Rock Creek Park, very close to the zoo. We walked through the nature trail and just talked about the future of how we talked about how that particular legislation would affect our future. He's also not from the US, so it was very interesting to get his take. And here in Adams Morgan, I've met so many folks who are from different parts of the US, who are from different countries around the world, across Europe, across Africa, across Asia. DC itself really is a melting pot, but Adams Morgan is especially. And that day is really a big reminder of the diversity in this area. And that's part of what makes this place a really beautiful place to live and to work.
Fantastic. And as you mentioned that, are there ways that you envision the future what is the future of Adams Morgan to you in, say, the next 5 years? How does that?
That's a good question. What I can say is that I hope it will be more lively experiences, events like Adams Morgan Day that will bring people together, more events with soccer and other sports. I have nothing against people who have cars, but I do hope that we will get even more protection for bike lanes along 18th Street. And it's the protection for folks riding in bike lanes has already been beautiful, particularly on Columbia Road. And I would love to see more of that over the next 5 years. I really do hope to see more of that over the next 5 years.
For sure. Well, I mean, that's really all of the questions that I had for you. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about in the interview that I didn't ask?
The only thing that I would really want to add to that is I would like to see the city continue to support businesses, particularly here. This is an area with a lot of small businesses, a lot of folks who add to the community and bring folks in. And I would love to ensure that they can continue to live in the area. At a price that they can afford. Because that is something that will keep me coming back. It is something that I think will continue to unite folks who live in this area, work in this area, want to eat in this area, and bring their families, bring their friends. That's the only thing I would really add to that.
Sure. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.